when I look at this model right here, I think to myself, how many equal pieces? So I am going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 pieces, so my denominator is 10. Here's what I know. If I have 1, 0, and 10, then I only have to worry about one place behind the decimal. I go back and I count the shaded pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 pieces out of 10. Then I would just slide that number 6 in the 10th place. And this is what I was looking for. So if you wrote 7, or maybe you didn't write the numerator, or you wrote 100, or you wrote decimal 06, yours does not look like mine. Yours should look exactly like mine right now. And that basically is 6 rods going across out of 10. Then the next one that I wanted you to look at was this one. There are no longer 10 equal pieces here. How many equal pieces are there now, Jackson?
37.
Equal pieces.
100.
100. So that becomes my denominator. My denominator has changed to 100. When I go to count those pieces, yes, there are 37 here. But if I had trouble counting, then if this was like a thousandths model, I might want to use the place value to help me write the decimal. So if I have 2 zeros in the number 100, I'm going to have 2 zeros behind the decimal. That's Tudor hates. Tenths, hundredths. And when I go back and I look at how many rods there are 3 rods, and they stand for the tenths. And there were 7 units, so there were 7 hundredths. And this is what I was looking for. So if you got a circle or an X, that might be the reason why you missed the problem. Sliding on down. Another model that has how many pieces? John B? 100. So my fraction denominator is 100. When I go to count how many pieces there are, how many hundredths there are only how many pieces? Zoe, how many pieces are in this model? 4. 4 is my numerator. The decimal. There are 2 zeros in this number, Miles. So I need 2 places behind the decimal, the tenths and the hundredths. I don't have any tenths in this model. So I'm going to put a 0 here. How many hundredths do I have in this model? Caden? 4. So it's 4 hundredths. Now look at mine and look at yours and see if they match. Because if they don't match, that would be the reason why I circled it. Okay? And then finally, the last one that I had you do was this one. Again, how many equal pieces are in this model? Chelsea? 10. So my denominator is 10. And I need to think about my numerator. Well, how many pieces, how many tenths are shaded in this model? Kevin, how many tenths are shaded in this model? 4. 4 is my numerator. Since I have 1 0 in representing the tenth, I just need to worry about one place behind the decimal. And that is the tenths. There are 4 tenths. So now what I have is I have all of these filled in. We've already done the middle. We talked about the thousandths, right? We just need this one last model. So I need everybody looking up here. I had you skip this one on purpose because a lot of boys and girls look at this model and they want to tell me, Mrs. Barlow, I think there's a mistake here. And actually, Carla, there's not a mistake. So when you look at this one, I think about this part right here. There are 10 whole pieces here. So this represents a whole. This represents a whole. And this is one extra piece, so it is 1 out of 10. So when I get ready to write the fraction, I would write this as 1 whole. It gets to stand all by itself. And 1/10. The fraction is next door to it. When I get ready to write the decimal, the 1 is in the 1's place, while the 1/10 is in the 10th place. Just like that. Very similar to this model right here. We had 2 6/10. Very similar. So now what I want you to do is you're going to take these notes and you're going to use this to complete our daily grade. Here's what I'm going to do. And this, I'm going to record a video so that if you come back after a large group, you don't remember what to do, you can go back and look at this video. It'll be in Schoology. There's no shading here, so I need to have you shade it in. I'll talk about that. But I want to set up this one together and let you finish the last one on your own. For each of these, you're going to be writing the decimal, the fraction, and shading. So they're going to give you one of the pieces. You're responsible for doing the others. Very quietly go back to your seat. You need a pencil, a highlighter, and this paper. Go.